Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at one of my favorite styles of questions, and the reason it's my favorite is because they put this on the exam all the time, and the reason it's meant to be tricky is because it's going backwards, but it's actually easier to go backwards. It's much easier. So the idea is they give you the graph first and then they want you to go back to the equation. So this is for learning intention 6, find an equation from a graph. So here's a graph, and that looks pretty intimidating at first, but the only real thing you need to know is that DRT, dilation, reflection, translation, to do this you just follow the process backwards. You just go this way. If you follow the process backwards, everything pretty much comes out of the wash. So we're going to start with translation. Let's look at this graph, and we're going to go y equals, well, straight away you can tell me this is a hyperbola. So it's going to be over x. So let's do that. This asymptote here is at x equals 1, so this has moved a unit to the right. So that's x minus 1. And this asymptote down here, it's moved 3 units down. So we've got minus 3 here. Well, you've done translation. Tick, you've done that. That's it. Now these two, the thing I like is all you have to do to cover dilation and reflection for this style of question is put a letter here. Put an A there. You don't know the dilation factor, and the sign that this comes out with is going to tell you the reflection. So you don't need to put the reflection in there either. All you need to do is find A, and it will tell you if there's a reflection, and it will also tell you the dilation factor. So the way we find A is we look at our graph, and they must give you a point to help you find A. Here's our point. So we're going to sub this into here. Well, when x is a third, y is 0. Okay, well let's sub those in and see what happens. X is a third, y is 0. So we've got 0 equals a on a third minus 1 minus 3. Now we just need to turn the crank and solve for a. 0 equals a. Well, a third minus 1, well that's going to be negative 2 thirds, and we've got minus 3. If you remember your tricks from last year, you know that this number can pop up there, and we get 3a on negative 2 minus 3. Let's add 3 to both sides. And I'm going to continue up here, so let's go up here. Let's multiply both sides by negative 2, so we get negative 6 equals 3a, and a equals negative 2. Beautiful part is that it captures the sign as well, so it's captured the reflection and the dilation factor. So now all we need to do is rewrite this equation, but with the negative 2 there. So the equation of this graph is y equals negative 2 x minus 1 minus 3. How good's that? Love it. In the next video, there's a part 2 to this. I'm simply going to do another example exactly like this. And if you have been, thanks for watching.